Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I bring to you my NYX Face Awards entry, so if you'd like to see how I achieved this holographic alien look, then just keep watching. So we're going to begin by painting our entire face white. We want this to be very opaque, so just take a white cream paint of your choice and put that all over your face. I'm using that with a very dense brush to get a good coverage, and make sure to push that right up into your hairline as well. And then just take a nice big fluffy brush and apply some translucent powder over that just to set that. And then just take a light brown pencil and just begin to map out the shapes for the holographic design. So yeah, you just want to really vary the shapes. You want to do some triangles, some squares, rectangles, bigger ones, smaller ones, because yeah, we just want it to look really piecey. And yeah, so I chose to just do this design all over my forehead, and then I also brought it down around the outer part of my eyes, down towards my cheeks, but you can bring this down however far you want. And this is not meant to be symmetrical by any means. And you want to make sure that you don't use a darker pencil to do the shapes, because it's going to be harder to cover up with the paint since we are going to be doing lighter colors of paint. So just make sure you're choosing like a lighter brown or yeah, just a lighter color. And then here we're going to be taking a gray body paint, and we're just going to start to fill in some random shapes with the gray. And it doesn't matter if these are perfectly opaque, because we are going to be going back over the gray ones later on, so don't worry about that. And you just want to make sure you are using a small brush with a flat edge so you can get a very crisp line. And yeah, so just start filling in random shapes with the gray. And then after you are done with the gray, we're going to be going in with this kind of a light blue paint, and we're going to start filling in some of the shapes beside the gray ones. And you want to make sure that you don't fill in too many with each color, because you want to leave enough for each color that we're going to be doing. And then if you mess up, you can just take a white body paint on another flat brush and just kind of go over the edge to make it nice and crisp. So this part of the tutorial is going to be a little bit repetitive, because I'm basically going to be doing the same thing with a whole bunch of different colors. Yeah, so again, make sure the brush you're choosing has a very flat edge so you can get that nice crisp line. And then here I actually took a pink eyeshadow, and I started just filling in some of the shapes with the pink. And here I'm just sharpening it up with some white paint. So yeah, you're kind of getting the idea here. So yeah, basically you don't want any of the shapes of the same color to be touching, so just make sure they are spread out. And again, you don't want too many of the same color, because you want to save a lot for a bunch of different colors we're going to be doing. Because since this is a holographic look, we kind of almost want it to have like a rainbow effect. And then here I'm just taking a light purple, and yeah, I'm just filling in some more shapes. You're getting the idea. And to clean up the shapes that no longer have any white around them, you can go in with the color of the shape that's next to it and just crisp it up with that, if you get what I'm saying. And here I'm going in with a bit of a darker blue. This is just an eyeshadow. So you really want to make sure you have some lighter shades and darker shades, just varying colors, because that's really going to add to the holographic effect we are going for. So again, just filling in random shapes. And then once you feel like you have enough blue, you can continue on to do a light green. I feel like this color really pops against the other ones. So then at this point, just really pay attention to what colors you're placing where. Since we don't have that many shapes left to fill in, it's going to be important that you don't use up all the shapes, because you want to save enough for your colors. So here we're just going in with a yellow. And then once you feel like you have enough yellow, you can go in with a lighter, almost like a peachy pink, and just do a few of those. And again, the symmetry is not really the goal with this look, so don't worry about making each side the same whatsoever, because that's not really the effect we're going for. And then just kind of fill in the remaining shapes with whatever color you think it needs more of. So I just went and added a bit more green and a bit more yellow. I feel like those colors really make it pop. So we still have a bit more to do for the holographic design, but at this point you're probably going to be pretty tired of filling in those shapes, so we're just going to switch it up for a second and fill in our lips. So I just chose this kind of bright Tiffany blue color that kind of matches some of the blue shapes that we did, and I felt like it tied it in really well. And we are so close to being done this holographic design, but for the last step we are going to take a silver paint or eyeshadow or pigment or whatever you have over top of all of those gray shapes, and this is just going to make the holographic effect just really pop and just add that shine to it. So yeah, I'm just going over top of all those gray parts just with a little brush, and then I will also be crisping up the edges just with an angled brush to make sure the edges are nice and sharp. And then we're going to do the eyes now. So I'm just taking a light blue cream paint on the inner and outer corners of the eyes. And then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and kind of just soften the edges a little bit. And then I'm going to take that kind of darker blue eyeshadow and just focus that really on the inner and outer corner, but we're not going to blend it out as far as we blended out the lighter blue. So it gives that nice halo eye effect. And then on the center of the lid, we are just going to take that same silver paint and we're just going to pop that on the lid and then underneath the eye. And then add a little bit of sparkle, and then you can add some sparkles to your lips too, because why not? The more glitter, the better. And then we're just going to do a nice simple black liner. And then to make our design have a little bit more texture and a shiny effect to it, we're just going to splatter some white paint all over that with a nice big white paintbrush. And then you can just kind of tap out the dots that aren't on the design that you don't want. And you can blend them out really easily. Yeah, I just feel like it gives it more of a sparkly effect. And then just to kind of match with the dots we have on the design, we're going to take a few dots with a tiny white paintbrush on the inner and outer corner of the eye and just kind of tap those out. And then to match the eyes, we're going to just shade the corners of our lips with that darker blue eyeshadow. So we are kind of matching. And then with a small paintbrush, we're just going to be drawing two lines coming down from the eyes with that same silver paint, and I just really love the shiny effect that this gives. And then just with a light blue eyeshadow, we're just going to shade our jawline a little bit to tie in those blue colors. And then paint the remainder of your skin white, so your neck, your shoulders, chest, your ears, all that stuff, whatever skin is going to be showing basically. Just with a white cream paint. And then with that same light blue eyeshadow, we're going to begin shading from the neck down. Don't forget your ears. And then we're going to take that darker blue and then just kind of focus that more at the top of the neck so it gives kind of a nice gradient effect. And then to match the lines on our eyes, we're just going to be taking that same brush and same silver paint and kind of just drawing some lines over the neck area. And then take your same white paintbrush and start splattering on some white paint. And then I got these big chunky glitters from a craft store, and I'm just kind of pressing them on. Since we didn't set that cream paint, the glitters will stick really easily. And then for the face, I just put down a glitter base, and then I'm just tapping the sparkles over top. And it gives a really nice holographic effect. And then I also popped on some false lashes. So this is our finished look. Super colorful, glittery, and sparkly. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!